Hello and welcome back, guys. This is Let's Go Gaming back here again. I have done a little bit of work between last video and this current one. As you can see, now I have a skin. Thank you again to one of my commenters, Polygon66, I think was his name. He sent me a skin on Skindex. His name is Turtles55. And yeah, now I have a brand new skin. Really liking it. He took some inspiration from some of the things that I asked him for, and yeah, I love it. I went ahead and rebuilt my wood farm a little bit, made it a bit more automated. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off because I do not have any bone meal in it at the moment. But as you can see, this is just from all of the bones that I collected from my skeleton farm, and I already have more than enough wood for any chests or generic wood needs that I have. I do need to go ahead and rebuild my sugarcane farm at some point, but as for right now, I am going to show you some of the progress that I've made on my base. I should have a time-lapse that I can plug in and show you as I'm talking over right now. Part of the reason that this video is coming out a little bit later than the other videos is I lost some footage and I've been a little bit sick recently, so I apologize for that. But as you can see in this time lapse, we have the base coming together, and we have some spots for where I want to put some windows, and I definitely need to put some lighting in here, but I think that I am still going to continue with having some tunnels go through my base and then adding a couple more buildings going down this hillside, along with eventually putting some wheat and some other generic farms. But how this is looking so far, I'm really happy with where I am. But I think for today, what we are going to do is we're going to go into the Nether, try to find either a Nether fortress or a bastion, so then we can go ahead and try to eventually get prepared to fight the Ender Dragon, since I have not done that in forever. So if you guys are enjoying so far, please consider liking and subscribing, and leaving a comment on either some builds that you'd like for me to try to attempt to build, or some other things you'd like to see. But I'm going to grab some items so that we can get ready to go to the Nether. I already have my fortress, my Nether portal, set up and ready to go. So we just have to grab a couple of blocks so then we don't get lost in there, and then we can go and try to find somewhere so we can get some loot. I am going to remember to get a piece of gold armor so then we don't immediately die to the piglin. So let me just cook up some gold real quick, grab some other resources, and then I will be right back. Alright guys, we are now in the Nether. I got a couple of building blocks and some gold armor on, and some bundles ready, so I can get some loot. Now should I go back and get some? I'm gonna go back and get some gold real quick, so we can trade with some of the piglins if we do come across a bastion. But I do know the location of a Nether fortress, so I'm going to dig my way over there as soon as I get just a little bit of gold, which means I also need to cook up some gold. Although I could just take some from the actual built-in terrain. Definitely an option. I think for right now I'm just going to smelt up some of this gold that I do have. A little over a stack. Okay. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and smelt some of this up. And once this is all smelted, I will go back into the Nether, and we will go to that Nether fortress and get some blaze rods. Okay, we just got done smelting. I have a little bit over a stack. That should be enough for now. So we'll go ahead and go back into the Nether, and then the coordinates that we are heading towards have been written down 15 to 39, which I'm definitely going to forget, but we are heading this direction, and it's pretty much dead in line with this column right here. It's just a couple blocks to the left, I believe, and we just have to head, oh no, it's the other way, slightly to the right, about 30 blocks that direction, and then a bunch that way. So we're gonna go ahead and head on over there and get some blaze rods. So I'll meet you over there. Okay guys, there is the fortress right there. I don't remember the last time that I came here if there was a blaze spawner here or not, because I was kind of just wandering the Nether just a little bit and didn't actually check this out too much. I just wrote down the coordinates, then I could actually explore this for the first time with you guys. So I'm just gonna build a little mini staircase down here. Go ahead and turn off my F3 screen, make it a little bit easier to see for you guys. I'm hoping that we'll be able to at least get a little bit of blaze rods and maybe even go ahead and get started on some wither skulls, so we can eventually get a beacon as well. Would be really nice. And maybe just a little bit of nether wart as well, so we can get some different types of potions. Okay, well, there's a blaze surrounded by lava, of course, because why would we want to make this easy on myself? Cool. Let's wait for it to attack. There it is. Wait for the lava. I really, now in hindsight, should have brought a bow with me. But I did completely forget about a bow. I won't lie. Nice. Did we get any blaze rods? We did not. This is not my looting sword. Of course it's not. Although we did find a spawner. Okay. This is good. Let's go ahead and head away from the fire. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that was very close. That was a close one. Let's... Okay, I'm gonna have to head back to my base to actually get my looting sword, so we can actually get these blaze rods. But I will be right back with that looting sword. Okay guys, I am finally back in the Nether. I think I have everything I need this time. I have a bow, which I did just make another one because my other one was almost dead. I got my looting sword, and then I got a little bit more food as well, and then I just put some of my bundles to use, and then I have my arrow for my infinity. Eventually, I want to get mending onto all of my tools and not have an infinity bow, but every single time I try to enchant any of my tools or my books on my enchanting table, it just is not giving me mending. So for right now, I'll just have to use unbreaking, and eventually I will get a mending villager. But until then, I'm probably gonna have to repair a lot of my tools manually. Probably could have done with a backup shield just in case, but it's okay. We shouldn't be in here for too long, and has 66 durability, so that should be more than enough if I was good at the game, which we have established I can be a little bit silly at times, like forgetting my looting sword, but okay, there is nope, not a will skeleton. I was trying to avoid that. Okay. Let's shoot from back here, why don't we? That's a little bit better. Did we get coal? Did we get anything? No, of course not. It's okay. Okay, this, yep, that's the blaze spawner. If we block off this, then we shouldn't get any wither skeletons being able to attack us, which is the goal. Now we just need to put a cage around here. Hopefully, before we get obliterated would be probably, but it's okay. Definitely should have brought torches. Hindsight. Hindsight. It's okay. I'm gonna burn, I'm gonna burn, I'm gonna burn, I'm gonna burn. Okay. Wait for them to shoot. And we'll eat real quick. I think it's got to shoot. Good, it caught on fire. And more spawn. That's not good. That's not good. And my shield is dead. And my shield died. Yep. Definitely should have brought a backup shield. Was not thinking. It's okay. This is a learning process for all of us. More so me, but... And it's still attacking me. Cool. Cool. Let's see, can I shoot them from back here? Is my aim good enough? Nope. Further up. There we go. Got that one. Okay, we got out of that situation alive, barely, but we did. Now we just need to finish building that box around there, and then we can actually trap them in there and run away when needed. Because if right now, in situations like these, this is not very fun, I won't lie. I think we can do this. Yeah, here we go. Okay, now we can kind of just wait for them to come attack me instead of the other way around. Okay, there we go. Fire. We got 4 blaze rods. That's 4 more than I thought I would get before dying. So that's nice. And I think more are just continually spawning. Which is good for if I was ready to fight them, but I am... Even my armor's looking a little bit rough. I don't want to lose these boots with my depth strider. Well, there's a couple more blaze rods. We are definitely getting to the point with my looting that I wouldn't have to stay here for too much longer, hopefully. That's if I can get these actual with my blaze rods. With my looting, I mean. Oh goodness. I'm gonna end up going through all these carrots. Okay, we're up to 8. We're looking decent. Let's use the spear. Oh no, they're definitely too far away. Great. So we're gonna have to use the bow. Let's get these blaze rods and get out of here. Okay, we got 11. That should be good for now. I don't think we need many more than that. Let's hide away for a second. Get our levels, get our hearts back up, I mean. I definitely should have bought torches. Another thing that I forgot about, because that way we could have actually stopped the spawner from spawning more of the blaze. Now that's blocked off just a little bit. Let's run away and hide. Just a second. Let's run away a little bit further. Okay, I don't think they can see me. So now what I've done is I've just kind of blocked off this little area. Then all I have to do is fully box this in, and then they'll only be able to spawn in this little room, which will be a lot easier to be able to control where they can attack me from. Now, there's a skeleton there, and there's a couple of loose blazes, and they seem to just be idling until I come out of my scared little hole over here. So I think what's going to be easiest is just coming right under here, breaking a hole, and then finishing off this roof. And it looks like a couple of them, no, they just moved over here. I thought they despawned. Okay, let's try to get over there now without dying, would be preferable. I don't hear any more spawning yet. Okay, good, good. And then finish this off. Good. There we go. Now we can kind of just stand here, hit them with our sword, and be a lot safer. Said I was going to be safer, and then I went down to 3.5 hearts. But we do have 18 blaze rods now, so I don't really have to stay now. But I do kind of want to get just a little over a stack, just so then we don't have to come back here anytime too soon. That would be nice. So if we just wait for this to spawn some more. Go ahead and eat another carrot. God, saturation as high as can be. I don't remember if it's Bedrock or if it's Java, where if you get splash bottles of water, it extinguishes the flame. I might have to get a bottle, splash water bottles just to test it out, but I don't remember. Up to 23. Maybe I go to 48 instead of the 464, maybe. You attacking me like that. Oh, and okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, I'm gonna grind this out a little bit more, get us up to 48 of the blaze rods, and then I will be right back, unless I die. Alright guys, we just got our 48th blaze rod. I did just realize that I brought my sharpness 3 instead of my looting 3 sword with me, which is probably why it took me a little bit longer than expected. I'm going to see if I can get this with a skeleton real quick, so I can eventually get that beacon that I was talking about. Maybe. Is it following me? Nope, it is following the piglin. Oh, of course it is. Great, now it's following me. Good. Now I can come over here, and since the wither skeleton is 3 blocks tall, it actually cannot get me right now, so I can attack it and get coal. And a damage to my sword. Great. That's exactly what I asked for Christmas. Let's kill this blaze and get out of here. Hey, there we go. A little bit more. Now we're 51. Cool. I was going to try to find a bastion and use this gold, which I smelted up, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and head back home for today and work a little bit more on my base, and we will worry about the bastion another day. Since I have not found one yet, I will find one between this video and next, and write down the coordinates so we can explore it together. And I'm hoping we can do a little bit of redstone next video as well. I'm thinking about doing a piston door for my main building of my base. Like I said earlier, I'm thinking about doing multiple smaller houses for, like, one house could be for storage, one could be for all my smelting, etc. So we are back in my base now. It's night, it is night, so I'll go ahead and eat and then we can get some sleep, and then we can go ahead and get started on building some of those other houses. So I'm gonna grab some materials and then take it up to my base, which is over in that direction. Alright guys, I got a little bit of materials here for my next house. I think I'm gonna get a tiny bit of wood as well, but I've made up a bunch of stone bricks, mainly just for the foundation to make it look like it has a little bit more structure to it. And I have a tiny bit of diorite, gravel, and some of the moss blocks. I have a tiny bit of tuff, but not a ridiculous amount. So I think I'm just going to take some bamboo planks, maybe some oak logs, and some of the bamboo over here as well, just for if I did need any more wood, which I probably won't, but it's okay. And I do have some bones to get some more moss if needed. So I'm gonna go ahead and head on over there. I'm gonna ignore that skeleton. I'm gonna head on over there, and then we will start building this second building. I'm taking a quick pause inside of this time lapse, just to get your guys' opinion, just a little bit of this terraforming that I did. I've obviously flattened out this bottom bit right here, but I've tried to make these edges look natural, at least as much as possible. There's definitely a couple of areas where it looks a little bit odd, and as this world goes on, I can come back and I can retouch a couple of these areas. But yeah, if you guys could let me know whatever you think about how it looks so far, be greatly appreciated. But let's hop back into the time lapse and we'll get a little bit of this build going. Alright guys, I just slept through the night, and as you can see from the end of the time lapse, I have at least a little bit of a build going on here. I forgot my actual food back at my base, but that's fine. I just won't be able to sprint in a second, but that's okay. So let me go ahead and go into free cam right here. Forgot what buttons I have to press. So kind of the general idea behind this build is that it's a lot more rundown than the build over there. This is kind of like the new civilization, and this is going to be part of the old civilization. So as you can see, it's got a little bit of growth going on the sides here. It's got some moss. I'm going to get rid of this bamboo staircase. That was just then I could actually get the roof going. But the inside is going to be some type of storage of some kind, probably for all of my stones and everything. So this will be like my mining building. So I'll put all of my stones and everything in there, and then eventually I'll have like a building for my valuables, building for all my food, and then we will cover this entire general area right here, and then go a little bit inside of the mountain, not mansion, inside of this mountain, and we will continue from there. But as for right now, that's all from me. Thank you for watching. I've been Let's Go Gaming, and I will see you next time. Thank you.